your Indiana starting five. Starting at power forward, number 6, Natasha Howard. Starting at center, number 7, Aaliyah Boston. At the other forward position, number 25, Wnba Bonner. At the shooting guard position, number 0, Kelsey Mitchell. The other guard, number 22, Caitlin Clark. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Indiana starters.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Lynx against the Indiana Fever. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Sports, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And we've got a great guard matchup here tonight, fellas.
No doubt about it. Safe to say, we're all looking forward to this one.
Oh, I am looking forward to this one for sure, Brian. I mean, both these teams are very talented in the backcourt. And whoever wins that battle of the backcourts, I think they win the game.
That one's good. Clark.
That's the easiest fast break opportunity an offense gets, off a steal.
Exactly. The defense with no chance to get back.
Courtney Williams for 3. Drills it from outside.
You have to run at shooters like Williams. Can't let them catch and fire. She'll eat you alive.
Caitlin Clark outside. And it's Collier with the rebound. Now the Lynx with it. From the wing. It's rebounded by Wnba Bonner. Here's Mitchell. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be outmuscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Pass to Smith.
It's hauled in by Boston. And it's the Fever ball. And one of the areas Aaliyah Boston really shines is on the glass.
Yeah, she is an efficient rebounder. And as we all know, rebounds often win or lose games. Then you add in Boston's offensive efforts, and she really is a big contributor to team success.
Here's Clark. And Collier pulls it down. Inside. Caitlin Clark with the board. Now here's Bonner, covered by Smith. Pass to Boston. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Now Smith. This one for 3. They get it back. That shot off. Now here's Bonner. She's tightly guarded. Boston's shot is good.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Outside Williams. Steps back and shoots. The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard-fought bucket there. Nice putback.
Here's Clark. Rebound, Kayla McBride. Minnesota trailing. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Running out on the break, few players as fast as Williams. Great option to finish in transition.
Caitlin Clark outside. And Carlton pulls it down.
Wow, hey, this quarter has been ugly for her.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. Her touch is all but gone.
Now here's Mitchell.
Down low.
Boston with the bucket.
Boston. The assist from Kelsey Mitchell.
Here's Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Carlton. Smith doesn't get it to drop for her. Great D that time from Wnba. Here's Clark. Off with the layup. Here's Minnesota. They trail by 1. And obviously the addition of Caitlin Clark to the Fever, that brought lots of extra attention.
I mean, Fever tickets are as hot as any in American sports, no matter what league. Clark bringing so much hype, and basketball fans everywhere are tuned in to see her every move, and by extension, the Fever as well.
It'll be a jump ball.
So the Lynx now. Williams with it. She's got 7. Pass to Carlton. Launches it. That one's a miss. Her 3rd shot of the game. She's made 1 of them. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Carlton's shot is off.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Boston with the bucket.
Boston.
Great communication between teammates there.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 3-point game. Kayla McBride draws the double. Here's Smith. Soft touch off the glass.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Wnba on the wing. Back to Clark. Shoots over Williams. Clark can't get it to go. And the Lynx pushing it up now. McBride with the ball. Now Mitchell defending.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Carlton. Natasha Howard with the rebound. Mitchell with it. Williams there. And that one drops for us.
Boston. The assist from Kelsey Mitchell.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. The Fever on top. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
The work they've done to get in close offensively, the difference right now.
And I like that they aren't settling for outside shots. Just keep attacking the rim.
Very aggressive.
Here's Colson. Fires from 18. Good on the jump shot.
Basket by Sydney Colson.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Miller. Collier. Here's Uhas. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Give her credit. She was in perfect position to grab that rebound and get the putback.
Boston with it. Outside Cunningham. Shoots over Miller. The reverse. Boston. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes. Top pick in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston more than delivered her rookie season.
Oh, you can say that. I mean, she wasn't just Rookie of the Year. Aaliyah was also an all-star, led the W in field goal percentage, top 10 in key metrics for a center, rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from the top overall pick in Aaliyah Boston?
Now here's Boston. Here's Hull. No good from outside.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky. I have no idea why she's fouling there. Maybe there's a little bad blood between those two?
Maybe. I mean, that's the only explanation for it, and even then, it's not a very good one.
Juhas can't get it to go.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Damiris Dantas goes in.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
To the paint. Juhas. That misses off the backboard. The Fever with the lead. Here's Colson. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Good job to create the easy bucket.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Heidemann. And the Lynx miss again. Pass to Boston.
Get that.
Hull shoots over Miller. Hull, no good.
That is such a low percentage shot.
She's got to remember that she has 4 teammates out there with her. She doesn't need to do it all by herself.
Now here's Boston. She's got 12. It's good.
In the paint, Dantas insists on getting her shots. Doesn't allow contact to slow her down.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. And we're close to reaching the 30th season of the WNBA. What a milestone.
And the stability we currently have, it's just so important. The league is in a great place. Plus, guys, it's continuing to grow.
Yeah, the W is on very solid ground. And as you said, Tim, I think we just keep getting bigger.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Cunningham. And she makes good on the layup.
The analyst motor of Sophie Cunningham. So tough to guard. She's always moving.
Alyssa Peely on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
They get it back. A kick out to Bonner. From the arc, knocks down the 3-ball.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
To the inside. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
And look how well she led her in there with that pass.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 3 is up. Bangs home the trifecta.
I like the assertive approach there. Bonner wasting no time shooting off the pass.
Here's Peely.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
And the rebound goes to the Fever. Mitchell outside. Here's Howard. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Using her touch and tenacity around the rim, Howard's able to beat a number of defenders inside.
Pass to Juhas. Miller. And the Lynx, another three. Here's the Fever with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Dantas' shot is off. The Lynx trailing. Alyssa Peely on the wing. Down low. Pass to Heidemann. Expanding her range. Out of bounds. It'll be Fever ball.
Indiana ball.
So both teams changing it up here. So it's Indiana now. Now here's Bonner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great focus from Bonner there. Got to do more than this to slow her down if you're the defense.
They double her with Bonner. Here's Carlton. That will not drop. Still looking for her groove. 1 for 6 from the floor. Pass to Bonner. Here's Dantas. And she comes up with the deuce.
Great assertive inside play from Dantas. Gets right where she wanted to be and scores.
Here's Williams. Here's Peely. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Outside Williams. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. And Bonner pulls it down. Here's Mitchell. That's good. And it's Wnba Bonner with the assist.
That is some dime dropping, exquisite assist.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Fever on top. They're up by 11. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Your youth squad.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Man, really just an impressive game that Aaliyah Boston has put together.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. But what was most important was getting back to the postseason.
Caitlin Clark outside, brings it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark.
First personal
That's
foul.
her first foul. On the wing, Courtney Williams. She's covered by Clark.
Courtney
Basket
Williams.
good.
You know, she might be 5'8", but Williams has tons of different ways to finish at the hoop. Hard to stop.
To the paint. Here's Howard. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her. And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, you know, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, there's lots of ways you can build a team. What do you think is the best route, Tim?
Well, optimally, you want to draft and develop, but that's tough to do because it's hard to find rookies and second-year players who have a major impact. So you need to have patience if you want to draft and develop.
Yeah, so I like the teams that make smart trades, whether it's taking in picks, cashing in for a star. Asset management is the name of the game. A multi-talented player, I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
Pass to Carlton. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Defensively, that's just a freebie. Should have been 2 points.
Here's Bonner. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Love the fearless attitude from Wnba Bonner inside. You can't be afraid to battle around the rim.
She's been in this league for a decade and a half now, but Wnba Bonner is still going strong.
Yeah, that's maybe her greatest attribute, her consistency of excellence. She can do a lot of things at a high level, and you always love to see her activity level at both ends. She's a coach's dream.
She's off on the first. And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
And she sinks the second. And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Hole with the bucket.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And here are the Lynx now. Trailing by 17. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Clark can't hit. And here are the Lynx now. Williams with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. And Williams gets it to go.
What a smooth finish.
And that's why they always love seeing her on the end of those breaks.
Here's Hull. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
McBride misses. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Pass to Boston. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
On the wing, Kayla McBride. Kept alive. Collier lays it up and banks it in.
Inspiring enthusiasm from Collier on the glass. She understands the value of second chance points.
Shots good by Clark. Here's Carlton. Wnba Bonner with the rebound. Howard with the ball,
remaining in the third.
and
2
Williams picks her up defensively. Here's Boston. And yep, it's good.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Now here's Williams. She's covered by Clark. Williams can't get it to go. Boston with it. Uhas is there. And she gets it to go.
Boston.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness. Leads to the bucket.
Here's McBride. She's got 5. Collier outside. Puts one up from 19. Here's McBride. Goes up again. And she lays it up and in.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Timeout called the Fever. And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Lisa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games in the Lynx. They missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took her game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection.
Pass to Heidemann. Pulls up for 3. That doesn't go either for Kayla McBride. Clark left side. The 19-footer is on the money. And here are the Lynx now. It's an 18-point game. Here's McBride. Heidemann. She's covered by Clark. Heidemann, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clark. Mitchell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Big time putback. What a great motor she has.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder than her.
And night in and night out, this is the kind of effort level she gives you.
Letitia.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Pass to Mitchell. 3 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Minnesota
The
Lynx.
Fever on top, running away with it. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And while we have the chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
The winner today coming from an unlikely source. It's the sweetest dime of the day. What a plus it is to have a post player who can pass like this.
Yeah, it's a huge boost to an offense. It adds a whole other set of options to her team.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the 4th. McBride, right side. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Rebounded by McBride.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
And Aaliyah Boston with the block. Here's Natasha Howard for 3. And she's good on the 3 ball. And here are the Lynx now. Now Miller. Pass to Peely. The 3 ball. Cans it from downtown.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Clark. And Peely pulls it down. Here's Smith. To the middle. And it's Peely missing. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
That's the unselfishness coaches love to see. If defenses lock in on Bonner, she's more than happy to distribute.
Minnesota calls the timeout. The 2024 top pick, Caitlin Clark. We've never seen a player enter the league with her level of hype, and it's deserved.
It's crazy. I mean, you're talking about Caitlin Clark setting the scoring record for career points in college, shattering viewership records as well. Lots of people excited to see Clark in the W.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
And the shot is good.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Pass to Juhas. And they pick up 2.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
And it's the Fever ball. Looking to end her cold spell. And Clark lays it up and in.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Outside Williams. Here's Carlton. Bonner defending. Carlton's shot is off.
Not a whole lot going down for her. She can't catch a break.
Here's Clark. Great pass to set up the land.
Quality passer at her position. Howard enjoys finding her teammates in their spots.
Here's Williams. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. Here's the Fever with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. She gets it in there.
Everything they put up is falling in, and that score keeps climbing.
And that is one demoralized set of defenders out there.
Now here's Juhas. Pass to Williams. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Such a dynamo offensively. Williams, a very streaky scorer. Once she makes a couple of baskets, watch out.
Here's Clark. It's hauled in by the Lynx. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter.
Yeah, just like me. I can't believe that layup didn't fall. I don't think she can either.
Bonner. That's good, and it's Natasha Howard with the assist.
In terms of defensive guards, who do you think is the best in the league, Brian?
I think you start with Brittany Sykes.
2 minutes
She's
remaining in
been
the
all
game. 2
defense the
minutes.
last 4 seasons and creates havoc at the point of attack.
And I like Jordan Canada. She's a little smaller at 5'6", but she piles up the steals, is normally amongst the league leaders, and is so quick. I mean, she is a menace guarding the ball.
Now here's Clark. Courtney Williams with the defensive effort.
Indiana
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark.
Second personal
That's foul number
First
2
team
for her.
foul. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Lynx now. Outside Williams. Add another field goal to her total. Makes it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Clark outside. Mitchell. Shoots over Williams. There's the block, but they recover it. Shots good by Dantas.
I'd love to see the hustle from Dantas working hard on the offensive boards.
Pass to Peely.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Inside.
Indiana foul. Clark. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, back in the early
At the line for the
2010s, the
away
Lynx
team,
went on one of the best
Letitia
runs
Heidemann.
we've ever
2
seen.
shots.
And forget, WNBA. We're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
And the first one drops. And the Fever making a change here. She's perfect from the line this time. And here's Colson. To the inside. Past the hole. Shoots the three. The Fever rebound. Dantas. It's a deflection. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. So free throws coming up right now.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
Well, what I like about Dantas is how versatile she is. A quality scorer and playmaker who has a real love for the game.
And that's good as she hits both shots. And here are the Lynx now. Williams inside. Cole defending. Williams can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Heidemann. Pass to Miller. On the wing, Courtney Williams. And shots good by Peely.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
And here's Indiana. Here's Colson. Again, the miss by the Fever. Williams with it. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.